On January 7th, 2026, in Minneapolis, a woman named Renee Nicole Good, we all know, was shot and killed by an ace agent, Jonathan Ross. She was 37 years old, American citizen, a mother, a neighbor, a poet, a person who loved and was loved, but those official reports, her life gets reduced to a vehicle, a threat, an incident. The man who killed her, Agent Ross, had more than 10 years in the field and a history of being dragged by a car in an earlier case. But leaders rushed to say he followed his training. They reminded us he almost died once, as if past pain could justify the bullets that ended her life. But something about that, babe. Training says something simple. When you carry a gun, your finger stays off the trigger until it's clear, immediate danger. Your finger rests outside the circle that guards that trigger, because a moment of fear cannot be allowed to decide who lives or dies. And that means that because I'm just saying the transfer of hands, okay? Transfer from the phone, and then from the phone to his right hand, and then the gun to his shooting hand, okay? Now, in the videos and reports, we ought to know your finger rests on the outside of that circle that guards the trigger, because in a moment of fear, it cannot be allowed to decide who lives or who dies. See, we say that because in the video, the reports, we see him outside the car in the direct path of firing through the windshield and into the open window as she drives away. 3 shots, 3 decisions. And then according to one recording, someone's voice saying the words of contempt over a life that had just been taken. This is not about one bad choice or one tragic mistake. This is about what happened when a system gives enormous power to people carrying their own unhealed trauma, anger, fear, and then protects them with immunity and rewritten narratives. We used to question power like this, okay? In the 1780s, the United States looked at its first national framework, the Articles of Confederation, and said, this isn't working. The government was too weak. The system was failing, and they gathered to create something new, okay? And they just didn't patch it with slogans. They put the law itself on the table. They replaced it with the Constitution that gave more power to the federal government for better or for worse. Okay? Now, the same Constitution makes it very hard to change the structure again. To fix it, to fix it, we need super majorities, Congress, state legislatures, people who often benefit from that benefit from the way the things are. So what do? We say she shouldn't have died. This is wrong. We need reform. But it becomes noise, slogans, vain talk with no hands on the table where the law sits. The weight of good is this. It's just not for Renee's last name. It's the moral weight of doing what is truly right, even when it means questioning the foundation of our power. If we once had the courage to throw out a whole broken system of government, why are we afraid to reconsider the structure that keep producing death with no accountability today? Why do we let discretion be a shield for rewriting reports and bending the truth to match the shooter's story? Why are officers allowed to carry authority into the field while still carrying wounds from their personal lives? Divorce, rage, fear, past violence, without serious limits, supervision, or removal from duty. The solution is not just saying no more names. Okay, the solution is demanding what we put the law itself back on the table. To review the rules that govern federal force the way the founders once reviewed the Articles of Confederation. See, we this, the Articles of Confederation said, no more unchecked discretion and use of force. No more immunity without independent civilian review. No more hiding behind procedures that ignore human life. The weight of good is not just about Renee died. It's about whether we as people are still willing to carry the responsibility of charging the system that killed and not mourn the names after. Listen, because until we are ready to put our laws on the table again, and that's what I keep saying about our status quo, we will keep buying. We will keep not. We will keep burying good under the weight of power. Now, I know I didn't want to go on a tangent, but I was deeply moved by this. I'm going to share something with you because this here is important. I started this a year ago. It was my Global Digital March. Okay? But see, the Global Digital March was a movement of trying to call all the continents and our voices together. But I'm going, Lord, I need a solution. I've got one for you. I want to end it with this right now because I want to get this out about all those Renee Goods that just keep on happening, you guys. Okay, I'm sorry. Um, I'm deeply troubled. I call it she's my sister, not because of her skin, because you know what? As our skeletal system, we all, both man and woman, have the same makeup, the same bones that that is our foundation that frames me here and frames her there, that creates these cultures and these hearts and these minds. Babies, I gotta go. Okay, but not only can I address the problem, but I want to address the solution. That's gonna be my next one. Okay. My hearts go out to all these families. Okay, it really does, guys.